Now third type of plane of symmetry, or third type of plane, it is a dihedral plane denoted by sigma d. So already you know about the vertical plane and horizontal plane. Vertical plane passes through principal axis and bisect molecule into two halves which are mirror images of each other, or which are images may be equivalent or identical. Similarly, horizontal plane, it is right angle to principal axis, and that plane again bisect the molecule into two halves which are mirror images of each other, or which are equivalent or identical structures. So this is about the what is the meaning of vertical and horizontal plane, that already we discussed about that. Now third type of plane, that is the dihedral plane. Now in order to identify this dihedral plane, first of all you find out the C2 axis, secondary axis, C2 secondary axis, and this plane basically it bisect the two successive adjacent or consecutive C2 axis. At the same time, this plane also bisect molecule into two halves which are mirror images of each other. So meaning of this dihedral plane is the plane which bisect the angle formed between two adjacent or consecutive C2 axis. It is called as dihedral plane. So as I said, the dihedral plane, it bisect the C2 secondary axis. Now examples, methane and alene. In methane and alene, each molecules contain 6 dihedral planes. So we try to identify the dihedral planes in methane as well as alene. Now first of all you consider the methane molecule. Methane is a tetrahedral, that you know. In methane, carbon is tetrahedral, having tetrahedral hybridization, that it is sp3 hybridized, and overall methane molecule is tetrahedral. Now consider the 4 hydrogen atoms tetrahedrally attached to the carbon. So this is HA, this is HB, second hydrogen atom, this is HC, and this is HD. Now how to imagine this tetrahedral geometry? First of all you consider the cube, and you consider two diagonals of the top face. 2 hydrogen atoms out of 4, these are occupying the corners of top face, diagonal corners of top face. For example, these 2 diagonals, these are occupied by 2 hydrogen atoms, and remaining 2 hydrogen atoms occupy the diagonals of bottom face, but these 2 diagonals are not parallel to the diagonals of top face. These 2 diagonals, these are the opposite diagonals of the top face diagonals occupied by the hydrogen. So this is the tetrahedral molecule, tetrahedral methane molecule. Now consider one line or axis passing through this carbon. Actually this line or axis passing through center of this bottom face as well as center of this top face of the cube. At the same time it is passing through the center of this cube, and obviously at the center of cube there is a carbon atom, and therefore this axis, it is passing through the center of bottom face through carbon as well as center of the top face. This is C2 axis. Why this is C2 axis? Because along this axis, when molecule is rotated through 180 degree, then hydrogen A and hydrogen B, they will exchange with each other. So A will take position of B and B will take position of A. At the same time, hydrogen C will exchange with hydrogen D. So their positions will be exchanged, and overall orientation of molecule will remain the same, and therefore this is the C2 axis. This is another C2 axis. This is another C2 axis. Along this C2 axis, when molecule is rotated through 180 degree, now this time there is an exchange between hydrogen B and hydrogen C. At the same time, there is an exchange between hydrogen A and hydrogen D. Orientation of methane molecule will remain the same. So this is second C2 axis. Now consider the center of front face and center of this back face. Now the axis passing through these two centers of front face and back face, as well as through the carbon, that is another C2 axis, third C2 axis. So along this molecule, along this axis, when molecule is rotated, again we get a equivalent or identical structure. So in this way we considered here three C2 axis in a methane molecule. Now consider this plane. Now this plane, it is passing through hydrogen B, this carbon, and hydrogen D. Again it is bisecting two C2 axis. This is the C2 axis which is passing through Z axis or oriented along the Z axis, and this is another C2 axis which is oriented along the X axis. And this plane, it is bisecting these two C2 axis. It is passing exactly at the center of these two. At the same time, this plane bisect this molecule into two halves. Here the position of HB, carbon, and HD, the positions will remain the same because these three atoms, these are oriented along the plane. But HA and HC, they gets reflected through this plane and their positions will be exchanged. This HA will come down and HC, it will come up. Overall orientation of the molecule will remain the same, and therefore this is the first dihedral plane because it bisects the two C2 axis, successive C2 axis. At the same time, this plane bisects this molecule into two halves which are mirror images of each other. Now imagine another plane. Now this plane, now passing through HA and HB as well as through this carbon. Now this is again bisecting two successive C2 axis. So this is 1 and this is 2. It bisects two C2 axis. At the same time, this plane bisects the methane molecule. Especially there is a reflection of HD and HC. Their positions will exchange because this plane, it is at the center of these two hydrogen atoms, HC and HD. So after reflection, orientation of molecule will remain the same. We get equivalent structure, and therefore this is the another dihedral plane. Consider this third dihedral plane which is passing through now hydrogen A, carbon, and hydrogen C. Now here this plane again bisecting two C2 axis. This is one vertical axis and other is this horizontal C2 axis, or which is oriented along the X. At the same time, as I said, this plane, it is passing through HA, HC and carbon. Their positions will remain same after reflection, but here the position of HB and HD gets exchanged after reflection, but overall molecule will remain the same. Their orientation will not be changed, and therefore this is another dihedral plane. Now next, fourth dihedral plane is here, which is passing through hydrogen B, hydrogen C, and carbon. It also bisects the two C2 axis, and at the same time there is a reflection between HA and HD. HA and HD will reflected, their positions will be exchanged, and after reflection we get a equivalent structure. And this is the next plane, dihedral plane, that is the fifth dihedral plane, which is passing through hydrogen C, hydrogen D and carbon. Now in this plane there is a reflection of HA and HB, their positions will be exchanged and we get equivalent structure. And this is the last plane, which is passing through hydrogen D and hydrogen A as well as through carbon, their positions will remain same and there will be reflection between HB and HC. After exchange between HC and HB we get equivalent structure. So in this way, in methane there are 6 dihedral planes which bisect C2 axis as well as the bisect molecule into 2 halves. Now consider the example of alene. In alene, the structure is same as that of methane. It is not tetrahedral, I will not say tetrahedral, but here there are 4 hydrogen atoms. First 2 hydrogen atoms A and B, they are diagonally placed, occupying the top diagonal corners of the top face. Similarly, these are the 2 bottom hydrogen atoms, and instead of 1 carbon was present in methane, here there are 3 carbons. One is at the center, which is joined to 2 carbon atoms by means of double bond. Okay, so this is the structure of alene. So this is the C2 axis as I explained for methane. So along this axis, when molecule is rotated through 180 degree, we get an equivalent structure. There is an exchange between A and B as well as B and C. So this is the C2 axis. This is another C2 axis as I explained earlier. This is the third C2 axis. Now here this is the first dihedral plane. Now this plane, it is passing through HB, central carbon, and this HD. Here there is a reflection between HA and HC. After reflection we get a equivalent structure. This is another dihedral plane which is passing through HA and HB as well as central carbon, and there is a reflection between carbon C, carbon D as well as hydrogen C, hydrogen D as well as these 2 side carbons. These are reflected with each other and we get a equivalent structure. This is next plane which is passing through this hydrogen A, central carbon and hydrogen C. Now here there is a reflection between hydrogen B, these 2 side carbons, and hydrogen D. This is next plane which is passing through hydrogen B, hydrogen C and central carbon. Now here there is a reflection of hydrogen A, hydrogen D, and again 2 side carbons, they are reflected with each other and we get an equivalent structure. This is next plane which is passing through hydrogen C, hydrogen D and central carbon. Now here there is a reflection of HA and HB, their positions will be exchanged. Similarly 2 side carbons gets exchanged, and this is the last dihedral plane, 6th dihedral plane in alene, which is passing through hydrogen A, hydrogen D and central carbon. Here there is a reflection between hydrogen B and hydrogen C. At the same time 2 carbons gets reflected. So in this way, in methane and alene molecule there are 6 dihedral planes, and remember, dihedral plane which bisect the angle formed between 2 adjacent C2 axis, and at the same time that plane bisect molecule into 2 halves which are mirror images of each other, or which are equivalent or identical.